And what's up, everybody? Welcome to Live on the Av, your only daily live video game show in the world. I'm your host, Chad, and I'm joined today by Jason. We're going to run down all the news you may have missed for Tuesday, May 17th, 2016. And I want to start things off with my game of the year last year. My top, number one for my top 7 list of last year, Steamworld Heist, is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Vita on May 31st. Looks like I'm going to have to buy it again, dude.
Totally.
Because they have a new expansion on there as well. So it's also, well, I wouldn't say expansion, a couple new stages on there as well. So I mean, I've already played through the main stuff. Dude, now I can play it on my console. That was my only gripe last year, was that this bad boy.
Because you hate handheld games, right? Like, and here I was like, dude, you need to play this. That was my thing when we came back and we were doing Game of the Year. I was like, you have to play this before Game of the Year. And you were fucking hooked on that thing, dude. You wouldn't even let me have the system back.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks of the year, this came out, and it just blew my mind. May 31st, it's coming out. And if you haven't played it, it's kind of got, like, angled shots, like Angry Birds. Like, you aim up your shots, it ricochets and bounces off walls, but it's got, like, tons of RPG elements. It's got robots. It's got weapons. It's got customization, leveling up. You got tons of hats. You can get crazy hats. You can get crowns. You can get all sorts of crazy, insane stuff. And, like, the aiming and the accuracy and, like, all, like, it just dials in, dude, for an amazing experience.
Perfect game.
One of the best games on the 3DS last year, and probably one of the best games that you'll get on your PlayStation 4 all year as well, I would think, dude.
Yeah, and it's our 3DS game of the year. I'll link to it in the video so everybody can see that.
We don't have a price point for it, but I'm sure it can't be more than like 10, 15 bucks.
Yeah,
tops.
20 would be the max, I would say. Yeah.
And you're going to get the expansion with it, too. So Xbox One and Wii U will not be getting it this right away. Or Steam. Steam is supposed to be coming in this summer, so maybe in time for the Steam summer sale that we were kind of telling you guys about. They could be heading up in June, so you could see it soon. And the Xbox One, Wii U on the horizon, but I mean, Wii U, you can just pretty much count it out. I don't even know why they like posted it might be coming. It ain't.
Don't mess with our emotions. It's not coming. Who are you kidding?
Like,
who are you even leading on at that point? Right? Like, no one cares. There's not somebody be like, oh my god, he said the Wii U. Tommy, it's on the Wii U. Like, no.
Jason, dude, it's on the Wii U. It's coming.
Yeah.
So that's coming out. Make sure you guys stay locked for that. May 31st. Check it out, dude. We'll be talking about it as it gets a little bit closer, and I'll be buying it a second time. Something else that's coming out pretty quickly here, dude. The Division Update 1.2 trailer just got shown off today by Ubisoft. Comes out May 24th. If you've been following The Division, you're still a fan of The Division. Dude, these guys have been pumping out some decent content. Yes, the game can be broken at times in their online components, but in the solo single player, it's a pretty fun experience. And if you're still tagging along, dude, you've gotten, like, excursions and, like, gear set upgrades to increase your level for free. 2 of them so far. This is going to be the second one. This is going to bring you guys Clear Sky, another incursion that's going to up your ante and your gear score to 204. Gear sets of 214, and then if you can do challenging mode, which is like fucking impossible, it's gonna be 240. And like, see, I'm gonna go down the list, dude. You're getting more gear, dude. You're getting like high value targets, which sound fucking amazing. Which kind of like what we had in the Hitman this past weekend. You get one shot at this guy. He's gonna be, and you got a certain amount of time to get him.
Oh, I like the synergy that Ubisoft is throwing around here. Nice.
Yeah, this is like pretty incredible, man. And they're also adding something that's gonna really up the ante in online in the dark zone. You're gonna be able to hijack your opponent's loot that they're trying to get out on the chopper, man. They're trying to extract it, and it's going up. And they showed a cool thing in the video that you guys are checking out right now, where the rope is going up, and then dude runs out and chops the rope, and then runs off with the loot. Kind of. I kind of
like that, yeah. Especially if they like a little jingle playing when you're running off with it. Like that'd be pretty great. A little "fuck you" jingle. I like that. Yeah.
Just a little Benny Hill music going on.
I love it. All right, so that's cool. Good for the Division, dude.
It's crazy, right? And then June, we're going to have the actual expansion. So they've added 2 huge new stages, tons of loot, tons of content already. And now the actual first expansion comes in June. So
maybe I'll check it out now.
I think it's going to be time for you to jump back in. I haven't really played through this last incursion. I tried it a couple of times, experimented with a few things. I think I'm going to check out this new incursion because you're going to have to take down like the Rikers and get back this missile air silo, defense unit. And it seems like it could be kind of cool. Hopefully it's not giant waves. And that was what turned me off from the last one. I played a little bit, and it was just wave after wave after wave after dude. Even if you're going to give me a wave of dudes, just like put me in an arena for the wave of dudes and let me fire off on it. Let's talk about Jason. Let's talk about some other games that are coming out this week. We just talked about The Division, but we got a bunch of new games that came out this week. Homefront Revolution, Fallout 4, and a couple other things you highlighted in this week's new games that's on AllertonAv.com and on our YouTube channel, man. What is this Shadwin all about?
That's a game from the people that did the Trine game, so it's a stealth game. It looks kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not big on stealth games, so that one was like I threw it in there. It was like there's a lot of cool mechanics in there, but it's not really my cup of tea. That game Duskers, I think, is the one that I most. I always like to throw like a weirdo game in there, right? And that was my weirdo game of the week. And it just looks like this weird game where you're piloting drones in this like universe that's dead, this dead universe. You're taking these drones and you're piloting them on these spaceships, and everything about the game looks like you're working on like some PC in the future that's like kind of broke down. You're just like this creepy like guy on a PC flying drones around fighting enemies. I don't know. It looks crazy and weird, and it's my kind of game, I guess. And then there's Fallout DLC if you haven't gotten to Fallout 4. Far Harbor finally coming.
Good, man. The Fallout 4 it comes out on the 19th, so
comes out tomorrow. Yeah, or I thought it came out tomorrow. Maybe it comes out on the Thursday, but either way, that looks pretty cool. Then there's this weird game called My Night Job coming out.
Which kind of had me for a little bit, like just like the cartoon graphics.
The visuals remind me of like Super Simpsons in the arcade. Like it's a very cool looking visual style. I think that game's gonna run. It'll probably get boring pretty quick, but it's like $8 on Steam, so like whatever. It's not a big deal, but. And then there's Homefront: The Revolution,
which you got your hands on, and we could have a random 30 coming.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it on the block party tomorrow night, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that so far. So far, not good. Not a good first impression.
Well, if my beta impression has anything to do with it, dude, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to what you got to say about it. So yeah, if you guys are interested in what's going on with Homefront and you haven't had a chance to check it out, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central on Twitch, the same station you guys are watching us right now.
Oh
dude.
my God.
In Homefront, and Jason might be able to hunt it down and find it in there. Supposedly there is Timesplitters levels hidden in an arcade cabinet if you can get into one of the restricted zones called the Bourse, dude.
This may be the most interesting part of Homefront.
It's dude. Once you told me that, I almost went and bought it. I'm a huge Timesplitters fan, and the stages that they have in there that you actually get to play, man, they threw me back like to the moment. I remember going around the corner, and like it was back in the age of GoldenEye, where it was very like they felt kind of similar. But
these were the GoldenEye guys that left, and they made this game.
And I remember us talking about it, looking through fucking magazines. Remember when magazines were a thing? Video game magazines? And we were flipping through the pages, and Timesplitters was there, and it's like, you can make your own maps. And we're like, holy crap, we can make our own GoldenEye maps now? And you put down the squares. But you can't do all this stuff in Homefront. Don't get too
excited.
Yeah, dude, it's only 2 levels in Homefront.
2 levels, but it makes everyone's like all of a sudden being like, oh my God, is a new Timesplitters coming? That's like where everybody jumps, where I'm also jumping. Like, I could go for a new Timesplitters works in the Overwatch way if it's done correctly, and there's like it plays really well and has tons of cool characters, but I don't know, man. Timesplitters,
I could see in the vein of Overwatch, like characters and like the cartoon.
Yeah, just give me an online only Timesplitters. Charge me like $20-$30. Let me have all the weird characters and like shit tons of unlocks and maps, and just make it simple and fun, and I'll be in.
Yeah, so that's in there if you guys get your hands on it. Make sure you hunt it down. Something else that came out, they just announced this coming up soon, dude. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 announced for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC this year. So kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't think that it was going to actually come to a sequel. I mean, we heard rumors of it. Is one of Amy's must-check fighters. Amy's not a big fighting fan. So if you guys ever, Amy plays games. She played Mortal Kombat, and then she got her hands on Xenoverse 2, or Xenoverse, I should say, 2015. It came out early last year, man.
Yeah, Tristan was into it, too.
Yeah, Tristan was into it. Amy was into it. I checked it out for a little bit. Tons of customization on your characters. Like, you can get all sorts of crazy outfits and everything like that. So we're going to have the second one coming. It's supposed to elaborate on all that stuff. It's supposed to be a little time travel going on in it as well, where you got to go back and
protect the history of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
It looks cool. Like, everything in the trailer looked kind of neat. Like, I think the art style in these games are freaking amazing. That, like, it's so close to the cartoon. It's hard not to be excited about it if you're a fan. And I like this time travel. I love time travel, so time travel aspects are pretty neat to me.
Oh, dude, just to suck you in, all they gotta do is say time travel, even if there is none. They're just like time travel, and you're all over.
I mean, time travel and these visuals, and I'm like, I'll play this Dragon Ball game. And that's not even my cup of tea, and I'm all in.
If you guys haven't checked it out, I recommend Xenoverse for like 10, $15, dude. Check it out. Easy to catch on, and I think that's one of the best things about it. It was an easy fighting game. You didn't need to know a lot of combos. It wasn't too tricky. It kind of gets a little repetitive after, a certain amount of time, but what game doesn't sometimes when you become too good at it? But it was an easy game that you could adapt to and learn if you hadn't had a chance to play a lot of fighting games. So check that out and stay tuned here. They're going to have a demo at E3 that will be there live at E3 for you guys to check it out. Every day we'll be covering it, so make sure you guys are there with us on twitch.tv/AllertonAv. And let's talk about, dude, Forza 6 NASCAR expansion. We mentioned it like a week ago. It's here today. Jason, you excited?
No, I mean, I don't care about NASCAR. I don't care about NASCAR, and Forza 6 I don't think was... it was a fine game, but it was no Gran Turismo to me. That's what I like these days, and Forza just doesn't do it for me. There's something about Forza that doesn't do it for me. Forza Horizon, totally get behind that game. That game is fucking awesome. Forza, dude, there's just I don't get it. There's something I don't get, and you know me, I played 1,000,000 hours of Gran Turismo back in the day, 1, 2, 3, every single one of them, and I always wanted to get into Forza, but I can't. So throwing NASCARs in there doesn't really do anything for me. It's kind of cool what they're doing. 24 cars. There's like a 10-hour campaign in like a fantasy campaign mode, I guess, where you can race, like they said, open wheel cars and different versions of
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Confirmed. That is it. Yeah. So if you're into Forza 6, I think this is a really cool add-on.
Hell yeah, dude.
Especially if you like NASCAR, dude. This is like,
kind of a dream come true, because there's the Forza fans, there's the Gran Turismo fans. If you're a Forza fan, this is like you're getting NASCAR in it, dude. This is your dream come true. Yeah. And it's crazy too that we just like broke the news last week that this was coming, that people it was out in the public, and tickets, but it wasn't officially announced. And here you go, dude. Today you're getting it. Slap it on released. You. Slap on your Dale Earnhardt Jr. hat, dude.
Did a really great job promoting that one, Microsoft. Well played.
Way to buffer sales, dude. Why would you wait till the last minute? Anyways, let's move along here, dude. We got some crazy to talk about here. Movies. We got some movie news here, man. And we talked about it a long time ago, months ago, but Tetris movie was kind of in works, and now apparently that they've secured $80 million to produce a Tetris movie.
You and I know very closely what that actually means, like whether or not that's going to happen or not, but it seems like they have a plan, and it's a stupid one, but whatever.
Yeah, some idiot approved it, but they're kind of trying to say that it's going to be in the vein of, how would you, like, giant spaceships, probably shaped like pieces, attacking sci-fi. They're swearing they're not going to strap legs and arms and goofy eyeballs and like wiggly eyes on fucking pieces, but it's just hard. It's a hard stretch not to, right?
What? All right, why?
I'm the letter L.
Like, I don't get it, right? Like, it doesn't make like, who wants this? It doesn't make any sense.
There is no story to be fucking found in this unless they're gonna do some Matrix shit. So it's on its way, planned for 2017. Has the producer from Mortal Kombat, so fuck it, dude.
Well, you know what, dude?
Eyes on it.
Yeah, UV Bull was probably like, I can't do anything with this, but somehow these people, the Mortal Kombat guys, like, just give me a few minutes of your time, and I'll make this work. A fucking trilogy? They're talking a trilogy?
Oh my god.
I need to see this treatment.
I need to see something from it, dude. I like the graphic that you had for it, dude, but so yeah, that's happening. And something else that's happening that broke just late last night. Transformers 5 officially get titled Transformers 5 Nights, or the last night. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said nights. Transformers 5 is the last night. Michael Bay, Mark Wahlberg, all your favorite Transformers heroes going to be in there. And rumor has it that an old Hasbro toy called Rom Knight is going to be making an appearance. This is the link to them re-releasing Rom Knight, who apparently I've never heard of, but it was pretty popular, had a comic book, had a character.
Like the first live-action figure that had lights in it or something?
Yeah, electronic lights and sounds, dude. Yeah, Saber. He was the first fucking Transformer, technically.
Yeah, well, people are making a stretch here, but maybe it is. If you want to connect Transformers to the other Hasbro properties, well, I guess this is the way to make that connected universe work.
I don't know I don't know enough into it to start kind of going at it, but I do know that at the end of the Transformers, spoiler alert, can we throw the spoiler?
Oh my god, which one? Transformers 4? I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay, all right. The sword has something to do with the movie. How about that, dude? I'll throw that at you. There you go. The sword is impactful, dude.
You know someone's like, Dude, really? You haven't fucking watched Transformers 4 yet? It's like a year later. Like, you're ever gonna watch it. Like, the window to watch that movie was the first week it was released, dude.
Yeah.
Feel free to spoil it.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it, dude. But that's breaking Transformers 5 Nights. If you guys have any more information on it, throw it down below. Let us know, dude. We'll comment back and we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. More information will come out in the next couple of weeks. I'm sure of it. More information for E3 is going to be coming out and trickling out. Make sure you guys stay tuned here and join us as we'll be live there all week long. Make sure you guys subscribe to youtube.com/AllertonAvLive. And thank you for watching us on twitch.tv AllertonAv. Join us every day at 5 o'clock Central for your live daily newscast. Thank you, Jason, for joining me today. I'm your host, Chad, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.